It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
I made it back. Oh, you did a good job. You did a good job, dude. Great job, man.
That was,
holy shit.
The timing could not have been more phenomenal on that one. I know I tried to space that out. I'm sure Loki will keep going with the roll call. He was up and at them checking out the tapestries while we were rolling credits.
Shit. So I've got people working on my fence this morning, and I had to be there to like let them know I was here and sign off on the paper. Somebody has to be here in person. And of course, when did they get here? They get here at 8:01 a.m. when I told them afternoon. Don't come in the morning. Afternoon. And they send them over here in the morning anyway. Now they're out there banging on the fence, putting fence posts up. Oh, holy shit. All right, let's get going. How are you? How are you doing? How is it there in the great state of Canada?
The great state of Canada. Are we going there? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there? Oh boy. Yep. Get your jabs in, everybody. Quick, before your presidential rating plummets even further. Get them in now.
Yeah, what the hell, man? I want the Land O'Lakes Indian chick back. They stole our land twice. They removed the Indians and kept the land twice. What the shit? I want Land O'Lakes back. I want Aunt Jemima back. I want it all back. Give me fucking Uncle Ben's rice. Where is Uncle Ben's rice?
That'll be next on the list.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Gone.
It could come back.
So I was scrolling through shit to talk about. I was looking at stuff to talk about, and I found this thing about Aunt Jemima. And of course, this was from last year. And we've got great genes again.
Mm-hmm.
We've got great genes. We've got Baskin Robbins. We've got ice cream. Bring back the Noid from Domino's. I don't think they're ever going to do that, but they didn't cancel the Noid. They canceled Aunt Jemima. The people that are like, everybody should be represented, blah, 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 blah. They're the ones doing this shit and removing people. Who grew up having Aunt Jemima on their pancakes?
Y'all don't gotta ask me that.
No, because you're from the great state of Canada.
But
you had Canadian maple syrup and all that shit. We had Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima was good.
Hey, you know what? We had Aunt Jemima up here as well. There was nothing wrong with that. We had Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Buttersworth, Uncle Ben's. We had all that good shit. And then, where did it go? Oh my God.
Why did the woke want to call it Uncle Tom's Rice? Why would the woke even be talking about Uncle Tom's? Did he have rice? Man, Aunt Jemima, yes, was based on a real human being.
And they were good.
Pearl, and she, man, she made people smile and she made people happy. And we all grew up looking up to this like great badass chick that was on the syrup bottle. And now she's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, we can have big titties and jeans again, but we can't have Aunt Jemima, the wholesome fucking Aunt Jemima. We can't have wholesome Aunt Jemima back in business doing what she does. Really, General Mills, get your shit together. I'm saying it now. Bring back. You will have so many happy people if you bring back Aunt Jemima. There will be so many happy people that go out and buy your syrup. You will immediately have a 200% stock increase or $200 million stock increase, just like American Eagle jeans had when they put Sydney Sweeney in their jeans.
Imagine that.
Go
one step higher. Take it right up top to the Quaker Oak Company, who kind of umbrellas all that shit. Go right to their door. Go and knocking. Say you want your good wholesome Aunt Jemima back because the pancakes aren't the same without it.
A domestic product sales phenom. That's right. And they erased her. They erased her from existence. What happened to the discount tire old lady? The old lady that threw the tire through the window. If you don't like one of our tires from Discount Tires, please feel free to bring it back. And that old granny just launched that sumbitch up in the window, broke the window. Where's the grandma from Discount Tire? I want the grandma from Discount Tire back. I want damn Aunt Jemima back. I want Uncle Ben's rice back. Why can we not have these great American things? What is there to be so ashamed over? And I just hit my microphone. What is there to be ashamed of? What did you have? Because I know you didn't have Aunt Jemima. You had some maple flowery shit.
We got, I said earlier, we got Aunt Jemima up here. We've always had Aunt Jemima up here. We just, we do maple syrup. So we've got like 7 million different brands to choose from. But we had all of that. And then, like our neighbors to the south, it all vanished as well. Everybody around here looking around going, what happened? What happened to Mrs. Buttersworth? What happened to Aunt Jemima? Oh, it's gone. What happened to Uncle Ben's? Oh, that's gone too. Sorry, y'all. It was too racially sensitive. Why?
This from a man who bought a used van door in the desert. I guess he's talking about you. You're not talking about me?
From a man who bought a used van door in the desert. No, he's probably talking about that guy you stopped by at the used van vinyl seat depot.
Oh, that was in Arkansas. That wasn't the desert. That was in Arkansas. You had van seats to a van.
I have no idea. I've never owned a van. I never planned to own a van, so I don't know anything about that.
Juliet with a £2 super chat. That's pound, right? Yeah. Sterling.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Loki, Zeropium, and chat. Good afternoon, Juliet. I hope you have a wonderful day and you're having a great one and taking care of those, what looks like those two lovely kiddos down there. Heck yeah. And we got a $2 super chat from Makani, who sends a super sticker, and I bet you it's a Shiba Inu shitting hearts. Yes, it is. That Shiba Inu has some kind of like disorder where it's just like farting hearts
things going
constantly.
on.
It's got something. It's got some like irritable bowel or something where nothing but hearts coming out. I don't know. This morning's been crazy. But guys, thank you so very much. It is very much appreciated. Your super chats, your memberships, your super stickers. You guys keep the fires burning bright. You guys keep the lights on. You guys keep us coming to you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so very much. And of course, we got to give them a skull. How are we going to do that Monday? You know what we do Monday morning? We burn everything down because we can't skull. Yeah, van seats and van doors are two totally different things. I don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pat S. I don't know where that was coming from or who it was directed
where it was
at.
going.
I don't know. I saw the point. There it goes. Living in a van
It's Monday.
down by the river. It's Monday. It's a crazy Monday. We're all living through a heat wave around here, so shit's just
heat wave.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
Okay, what do you consider hot?
Oh, it's hot. It's getting hot.
It's damn hot. A little crock pot cooking. But what do you consider hot? What's like the temperature there? Don't give me that Celsius shit.
Well, I'd have to go to the Fahrenheit converter. Oh my God, you're gonna make me
probably
look
be
this
like
up.
80s or something.
You're gonna make me look this up in real time. I can't even type right now. Okay, so it is going to be later on today. For you, that'll be around in an hour from now, approaching the 95-degree range.
Okay, well, right now it is 78 with a chance of lightly cloudy skies, and rain will be starting in about 3 hours. Let's see the full forecast.
We're doing your morning
it loaded it
forecast
up.
now,
It loaded it up on Edge. It loaded it up on Microsoft Edge. How disappointing is that? Well, let's see. What's the high today?
We now go live to our service weatherman, who is apparently fighting with the bagel lady because
93.
she didn't put cheese.
93 will be the high, and that'll be around 3 to 4 p.m.
Excellent. We're getting that in about an hour. In an hour. Can't wait. Keep the AC on and just stay inside, everybody. If it's too hot,
I thought you
don't
were
go
going to pull one of those like 80-degree shits.
Oh, hell no. No way. I say it gets hot.
What was hot in Mo was 80. They'd be like, it's going to be another scorcher tomorrow, folks. 87 degrees. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh my God. I know. So many people are always surprised. It gets damn hot up here. It gets cold and it gets hot. We get the worst and best of both worlds.
Claude says, we use log cabin syrup. Today it would be canceled because they cut down trees for the logs and the tenuous connection to Abe Lincoln, who they're told to hate now.
Well, what a surprise.
Dude, I'm seriously, things are changing. Things are evolving. Things are moving. They're talking about restoring one of those statues that BML tore down because of historical reasons. They need to bring Aunt Jemima back. They need to bring Uncle Ben back. All the things that they took for absolutely no reason. And these were loved icons. But it's embarrassing now to love these icons, to care about these icons, to say, hey, why did you take these icons away? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the company.
I disagree. You know what's embarrassing is having to sit there as a consumer and watch all this happen. How do you look at that and then just not cringe? Like, why are we going down this road? It's not embarrassing. Embarrassing is being so uber friggin' sensitive. You like, oh my God. People never lived a day in their lives. They're, what was that term we used to use? Snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
Yep.
Everybody's a special little snowflake.
Yeah, and snowflakes kind of evolved into snowballs and boulders and snowbanks and just covered everything with asinine amounts of sensitivity. That's the real embarrassment. Watching them take control, take charge, and shove everything you love down the toilet bowl.
Arwen says they should restore them. It was horrible that they let them be taken down in the first place. And why? Because of political overcorrectness and bullshit. And oh my God, we can't be this. And oh my God, we can't be that. They're so afraid to look at anything. They're so afraid to deal with anything or deal with reality that they have to destroy reality. They have to fuck up reality for everybody else because they can't handle reality. Does that sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? And greetings, program. How are you doing? Good morning, my friend.
All too familiar. We've been seeing this for how long now? Damn near a decade, if not more. Little bits here and there.
Not just that, but like the way that this has gone about, the way that this is, I saw something the other day that was like this person threw themselves under a train because someone called them a sir instead of a madam or some shit. And I'm like, nobody should feel bad about that because nobody did anything wrong. The person that threw themselves in front of the train, that's the person who did something wrong. That was dumb. Why? Because someone said sir to you instead of ma'am? It's ma'am.
Oh my God, misgendering a dude that's trying to look like a woman. Is that legit? Did this person legit throw themselves in front of a train or some shit?
I don't know. That's what I read, and I was just like,
this
is all y'all's fault. No. This was the fault of
I don't.
One individual who did not receive the help that they needed. They needed psychological help. They did not receive that psychological help. Same thing goes for the people that want to get Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, all these people erased from history because they don't want to ever have to admit that they existed. They don't ever want to have to admit that they erased cultural icons. Aunt Jemima didn't do shit to y'all. Aunt Jemima gave you a good breakfast. Aunt Jemima covered your pancakes
in glorious golden goodness. Well, I mean, what does that say about the mentality of the people that overreact like that? The ones who, for example, get misgendered because, I'm sorry, you don't look like what you're trying to look like. And then they cause a ruckus. They break shit. What does that what does that say about the mentality of these people? I don't think they're in the right state of mind to be going around in the general public in the first place. Yeah, that's right. Hot topic. I don't give a shit. If you don't belong in society, stay the fuck out. If you are pissed off because an attractive looking woman is selling jeans and showing a little bit of cleavage like we used to, because we know, oh, wait, sex does sell after all. If you're offended because you don't look like that, I'm sorry. Beautiful women sell merchandise, and I'm sorry you feel sorry for yourself that you are not among them.
Did you see the sorority videos of all the sorority girls dancing, all the blonde sorority girls doing their like dance thing in front of their sorority houses and all that? I was like, it's about time. You should celebrate. What are we going to celebrate? Are we going to celebrate an 800-pound hippo that can barely walk, that can't get in an Uber? That's what we're supposed to celebrate? Seriously? Yeah, really. That's the icon you want? That's what you want front and center people to see? Oh, there's Edna, the 800-pound hippo that can't get in an Uber, that the Uber driver was like, you too fat, car will scrape. And then that's what we're supposed to celebrate instead of awesome Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, all these cool people. That's what we're supposed to look up to. And that's the thing. You can't have you can't have cultural icons that are like, hey, everybody should get along. Don't you remember Aunt Jemima? Don't you remember Uncle Ben? Can't we get around a bowl of Uncle Ben and just agree to disagree and have a good time? You can't have that if you're trying to push a narrative that says, hey, 800-pound hippo that can't get into Uber is what you need to. That's positivity. Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben are not. Eat my ass.
No shit.
And yes, we're back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we've been back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for what, a month now? About a month?
So it's a little bit over a month because we did 3 weeks of Lethal Weapon by itself.
Yeah,
it's been a while, and we'll be around for a little while longer. So yeah, enjoy it. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And the data brings up an awesome freaking point from the man, the myth, the legend himself. Celebrating the success of minorities diminished their narrative of people being oppressed. Slurp and turn, chum. They had to get rid of the reminders that diligence and decency is rewarded by the masses. Absolutely, positively agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Slurp and turn, brother. Slurp and turn.
Is that a new
You
one?
haven't heard about the... Yeah, oh, yeah, that's a new
Slurp and turn. Slurp and turn. Is that... Oh, the goddamn horse.
They got horses.
I've seen some horses.
ALZBR, good to see you, brother. Good morning. Good morning.
Wow.
Or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Like Juliet. Mm-hmm. Good afternoon, Juliet.
In your local geographic region.
Yeah, it all depends on what state you're in.
And what province you're in.
I've got to aim for the daddy bags every once in a while because
he's gonna try to kick me right in the daddy bags.
Right in the daddy bags.
Yeah. I felt the breeze there, brother. Swing and a miss. I know the cheap shot's coming. Oh, it's because Zero ain't got no balls to get kicked in the first place.
How far are some of these places to go? Because no, I'm not shitting on where you live. Here, I know we tease each other back and forth about whatever, but you've got shit going on there where they're like, no, you can't take a walk in the woods. You can't do this. You can't do that. UK's like, you can't post memes. You can't say this. You can't say that. How far do you think this is gonna go before this all double backs and is worse than it was before? Because I'm seriously getting the idea that the more they take this, like, you can't do this, you can't say this, you can't have this, it's just going to get worse.
Well, I mean, you can look at you or I or anybody else growing up. It was the same kind of mentality back then that is still applicable today. When your parents look at you and they slap your wrist and say, don't do that, don't do that. I got caught. Better not do that again. Then you go out and do the same thing. If you get told to not do something, when it's your God-given right, when you've spent your entire lives up until this point enjoying those said things, and they say you can't do it, fuck no. I'm not listening to that. It's our right to enjoy what made our countries great in the first place. Is there something wrong with that? Well, I know the psychopaths say so, but that's...
Well, you're supposed to be ashamed. You're supposed to be ashamed of where you came from and where you're going and what you're doing, and you're supposed to recognize as something else. You know what? I've got Cherokee Indian ancestors. So fucking what? So you think I've ever been like, I'm gonna go to a Chickasaw casino and act like I'm an Indian? Do you think I ever claimed that on college tuition? Do you think I ever claimed that in school? Do you think I ever did any of that bullshit? And yeah, we did DNA test thing when I was in my 20s. So I know for a fact that I do, but I'd never like, oh, I'm going to take this and use it, take advantage of it. I've never lived with anybody that spoke Cherokee or did Cherokee shit or anything like that. So I have no culture. I wasn't raised on in a damn teepee. Why would I claim that? Why would I claim that? It's so freaking what? So I've also got Italian. I've also got Irish. I've got German. Yeah.
Oh, at least now I understand your mood swings. Zing.
It's the worst, dude. Okay, the fire water people. I've got there's Cherokee, there's Irish, and there's another one, and that fucking Italians, man. Those three. Hey yo,
Hey,
I'm gonna be all drinky today. I'm busy.
Oh my god! Hey, you guys want to go play stickball? Yeah.
Christopher Columbus is a hero in this house. At least it explains that. At least it explains that. God, you know what, dude? So 7th grade, I'm walking into my new classes, just started 7th grade. One of the teachers has this wanted poster up. And it's a poster and wanted Christopher Columbus for raping villagers and spreading disease and chemical warfare, all this long list of shit. And I was like, what? What?
If there was ever a time, what? God damn it, what?
And I asked my dad, who was also a history teacher, mind you, at this point. He had retired from the Navy and become a history teacher. I was like, what the shit is this? And he goes, liberal garbage, Loki. Liberal garbage. Actually, call me Jay, but liberal garbage, Jay. Liberal garbage. And I was like, I don't get it. Christopher Columbus is like, he discovered America, which at the time, yes, he did. There was no one to say he couldn't. I understand now. They're like, Vikings were here first. Yeah, so were the fucking Indians. So what? For Europe, for the America, if it wasn't for Christopher Columbus, Americans would have never been in America, period. End of discussion. I don't want to hear about it.
It could have been, like Dave Bob says, there was always somebody there before that. I mean, if it wasn't, Christopher Columbus coming down, or the natives, or the Vikings, or the dinosaurs that were there first, if Christopher Columbus didn't claim the land, the next guy in line probably would have, or it just keeps on going and going and going. But it's really weird when you start. Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna point that out, but
white swallows.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a very agonizing display, the complete, lack of humility to, yes, there's your Jeff Goldblum quote for the day. The complete lack of, humility that was apparent for everybody to see out there when it just got caught like wildfire, just going around to change history to the way certain individuals see fit. Let me ask you, because I know a lot of our audience lives south of me, all y'all Americans. Let me ask you this, Loki, I'll ask you this too. Let me know in chat how you feel about this. When your Twin Towers got destroyed and they got taken down, yeah, I know, sensitive topic, sue me.
Yeah, very sensitive topic.
Yeah. When and that's why I bring this up.
For some Americans just don't care. They don't even remember. They don't want to remember. They don't want to talk about it. And they're just like, oh my God, it's done.
Yeah.
So
if you, I mean, obviously, I saw it happen. We all saw it happen. It was live everywhere. We all saw it. But when when you look back at that now, and then you see new formats of current media that are rewriting history, even though the timestamps work perfectly. Like if you go and watch, what is it, Godfather 2 or 3, the new versions of those that they put out when they're in New York, and for some reason the towers aren't there anymore. I mean, how does that make you feel? I mean, it's like, well, they should take them out of respect for, the people that were affected by it.
No.
I personally think they should leave them in there out of respect to the people that lost their lives doing their jobs in those buildings the day it happened, and everybody else who tried to help out that day when all hell broke loose.
The same people that overreact about Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben and all of this overreacted about, well, we can never see them again. No, they need to be there as a reminder When you take those out, they took them out of the Punisher, um, the old Punisher arcade game that Capcom did. When they came out with those games for the arcade 1-up or whatever, they took out those scenes. Well, I've still got the old arcade stuff over there, right over there, sitting right behind me. There's no reason to take that out. There's no reason to remove those scenes. There's no reason to erase that. I get at the time that people didn't quite know how to deal with it. So like Spider-Man 2, they erased the Twin Towers from Spider-Man 2, and they did some other shit. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, that
no,
was
you stop. You're erasing history. Listen,
yeah.
the people that want to erase history have no idea that you can't learn from something that's not there to learn from. Okay, there's a reason why you never forget. There's a reason why that is said. Never forget. It's like the fucking Alamo. Why do you say, for the Alamo? Why do you have movies about the Alamo? Why do you have, so many freaking movies about the Alamo? Because it's something that was ingrained in them. We are never going to forget this. Why are we never going to forget this? Because 100+ men stood against thousands. They stood their ground and they said, no, you're not doing this. And they all died for it. They all died because they stayed, they fought, they bled, they held them as long as they could. Why do we never forget that? Because it's the ultimate lesson. It's the hot gates. It's 300. For everybody that's like, Loki, why are you talking about a movie? Because the Battle of Thermopylae actually fucking happened. Okay, there's a reason why it's remembered and why it's gone down in history with the 300 Spartans. They always talk about the 300 Spartans. What do they never talk about? They never talk about the other people that was there, which was more than 1,000 that helped them hold the gates. But that's because the Spartans were the elite. They were the badasses, and they were the reason those gates got held for as many days as they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody forgets about Goliad. Goliad?
Goliad? I don't know. I remember, maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you look at history, who wants to rewrite it so it becomes his story? You want to change history? You want to change narrative? You want to try to control what's out there when, everybody who lives through events like these know what happened, were there when it happened, saw it happen, and you want to take that all away from them just because it might be a little too sensitive. I understand, sorry to go back to this, but like with the towers and when Spider-Man came out, that was fresh. They're probably like, let's use this movie as an escape for what's going on. Let's not give them another reminder, but to go so far as to try to change history from decades before and just try to forget about what happened or what was important to people's livelihoods, independence for that matter. I think it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. You can't change history just because you feel a little bit sensitive about it because, well, it wasn't appropriate back then and it's not appropriate now. I said this before and I will say it again. You cannot fully judge and understand a timeline if you haven't lived through it.
I don't know about that because
that's just how I feel.
You can pass down that history, and as long as you were doing that honestly, see, that's the thing. It's not about correctly. It's not about in the right way. It's not about like narrative. You're being honest. And that's what there's a lot of that missing in the world today.
It's a rarity. It's a very big rarity. It's a key word.
It's just straight up honesty. Okay, you can't learn a lesson that has been tampered with. You can't learn a lesson that's a lie. Okay, you want to rewrite history. You want to do all this shit. You want to remove Aunt Jemima. You want to remove Uncle Ben. All you're doing is erasing the journey those people had and the story that they had to it. And to the point where in the next generation, nobody's going to know who the fuck Aunt Jemima is or Uncle Ben or any of them people or what they did. All that's left is the Pearl Milling Company.
Yay. Thanks, Quaker. Good job.
Why even do that? Why not just shut your doors down completely and be like, we're out, We're gonna take our money and we're gonna go. We're not gonna make shit for you anymore. We'll let the next generation. No, we're gonna blend everything out, erase history, and just it's the Pearl Milling Company. I want Aunt Jemima back. I want Uncle Ben's. I want the damn Indian on Land O'Lakes. Give us these people back. Oh, well, it's so politically incorrect to have an Indian on a box of butter. You kept the trees and the mountain and the lake, bitches. You kept the land and you got rid of the Indian. What does that sound like to you? What does that sound like to you?
Sounds like they're just trying to rewrite what once was and always has been, and in our eyes forever shall be. And it's very, very, it's kind of pathetic when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, because it just seems to me, in my opinion, that all they're doing is changing what they want and waiting for us dinosaurs to die off so everybody who remembers it eventually is gone, and then they can go forward with whatever they want. But the problem is, it's like, no, we're not going to forget it, because when you look up history, if they're honest about it, again, very key word, you can look at a place like Quaker and say, what happened to Aunt Jemima? If it's still in the history books, people are still going to ask what happened to Aunt Jemima. Somebody's going to have to explain that. Oh, well, we changed it because we were living in a time when everything was very proactive. Everything was very progressive. We had to be so inclusive and take a lot of other things out that weren't so inclusive. Yeah, bullshit. Just stop it. I mean,
we're going backwards. We're going backwards. If anything, we're going fucking backwards.
And they don't see that, though. Or they do see it and they don't care, because it's their way or the Long Island Expressway.
Let's erase Aunt Jemima from history and off of every single bottle. Guys, if you grew up with Aunt Jemima, you grew up with that lady's face, the one up there, staring at you every single morning. Or every weekend morning. Or every time you had waffles for dinner or pancakes for dinner. Whatever it was, that lady was looking at you. Now, just a general bottle that doesn't have anybody on it.
There's no personality anymore.
It's why? Because everybody's fucking terrified.
Yep.
And that is changing. You see that with the jeans ads and with the pro-American jeans ads. Fuck Canadian jeans. He's gonna get so pissed here in a minute. He's gonna lose his shit.
Who?
You, when you're made in Canada jeans.
Well, if I wore jeans, that would be a problem, but I never wear jeans.
He never wears anything. He does his show Commando.
Yeah, you never know if who I am, where I'm from, if I have pants on.
He's probably in Batman pajama pants. How much y'all want to bet he's in Batman pajama pants?
How much do you want to bet? Loki's saying how much do you want to bet, because he caught a glimpse of me backstage before the show started.
No, seriously. I have no idea. I'm just betting you're in Batman pajama pants. Go ahead and stand up. Show us your Batman pajama pants. I know you're not doing it Commando.
I better not stand up then. Machiny's going to be popping on with his little lip service. Oh my God. All right. Survey says.
On the Goliad massacre.
Survey says.
Batman pajama pants, ladies and gentlemen.
Batman pajama pants. Don't worry. Next week, I'll wear a suit. Throw y'all off your game. It'll be 40 degrees Celsius over here, but I'll wear a suit for y'all. Boxers or briefs? Always boxers. I can't do the tighty whities. Yeah, I can't do the tighty whities. I haven't done the tighty whities since grade school.
I actually like the boxer briefs. The boxer briefs. The boxers are made out of brief material.
I've tried those. Yeah, they're supportive, but you still get a little bit of space down there for ping and pong. But high fructose syrup is being targeted by Kennedy, promoting the real maple and honey. We need to save our honeybees. Yeah, that's the other thing. Save the bees. Save the bees. What were we saying? Like when you make your breakfast in the morning, back in the day, and you look at Aunt Jemima's face It was personality. You were getting a nice human element. You know, you pick up the bottle, you pour it over your waffles or your pancakes or your bacon. If if you're a psychotic fuck, hey, it still tastes good. But she's smiling at you. She's saying, "Yeah, I made this for you. Enjoy it." I mean, God, it made mornings great. It made everything great. Even if your pancakes and waffles were delicious on their own, Aunt Jemima knew how to make it 10 times better, just with a little dash of love and a few empty calories along the way. But you know what? Who cares? Enjoy yourself. But yet they had to take it all away because it was racially insensitive. I still would like to know why. Can someone explain to me why? Because it sounds like maybe they took it away for slightly disingenuous purposes. Just throwing that out there.
Well, where are you going with that?
That's where I was going with it. Just enjoy your breakfast. Bring it back.
But you can't enjoy your breakfast. You can't
says
enjoy your history.
psychopaths?
Shum's sitting here like going off about Goliad. You can't enjoy your history. You can't talk about that because it's insensitive to the people that killed all those people in Texas. It's insensitive to them. So we don't discuss that. Tell me again how freaking crazy the idea is that, hey, we're not going to talk about something because it might offend the people that did the bad that we're going to talk about.
That right there just sounds whack, yo.
Well, I mean, that's what Shum's bringing up is basically, well, we're not going to teach this because it makes Hispanics look bad. It makes Mexicans look bad. And we're not going to talk about it because it might offend them. So fucking what? Where are you? Okay, if you're in Massachusetts, do you need to know about Texas history? No. You need to learn about Massachusetts history. You're going to go through school and you're going to learn about U.S. history. You're going to learn about your state's history. You're going to learn about world history. Why is that important?
Because it teaches you about the evolution of your society, how you came to be who you are as every single 50 states that are out there, as a whole united country trying to go forward on a united front.
If Saskatchewan had some like giant massacre that happened in it and you lived in Saskatchewan, do you think you would learn about the giant massacre that was done by the hoodoo whatever tribe in Saskatchewan? And would it be banned if one of them became mayor of Saskatchewan or whatever the hell you weirdos in the north call your political rulers?
No,
I'm sorry,
I wasn't.
I just have to be a dick.
No, I was not
making. Do you
making
think
fun
you
of
would
it.
still learn about that, or do you think it would be stricken from the record and removed and erased so that you can get along better?
I would say absolutely we would learn about it, but again, that depends on if I'm learning about it as I'm going through school back then or now, because I haven't stepped foot inside a public school around here in years. So I don't know what's going on there, but I will tell you damn certain anything that happened here that was representative of how we got to be where we are as a society, as a country, as members of the human race, yes, required learning. I mean, I can't tell you how many times in grade school alone, I'm not even talking high school or beyond, how many times we were forced, I use that term very loosely because it's school. You do what they tell you. You's talking about me? No, I'm not. How many times we were forced to learn about things that we were always saying, I'm never going to need this. How many native tribes up here in the Great White North did I have to learn about that I never knew existed, never known any of their descendants. Like it's countless. It is absolutely countless. Yet we sat there and we learned it and we absorbed the material because it spoke volumes about how we got to be where we are as a country, as a species, as members of the human race. So if you're asking if I would like to learn about a massacre that happened in Saskatchewan, you know, the province with the 2 straight lines on it, yes, I would.
Do you think you would? Do you think you would if
this
a
day
member
and age,
of the race, this day and age, became a mayor or whatever, and it was deemed offensive to talk about that, even though they were responsible for that? See, that's the world we're living in today, where if you bring up, God, dude, these people destroyed the World Trade Center, they took down both towers, and now you've got a socialist rim job idiot that is running New York, going to be running New York, that agrees with what happened. I'm blown away here by the idiocy sometimes. And I'm also blown away by the 5 Stone Cold Loki memberships Daryl the Derelict sent in. One of those went to Awesome One. Jen got a sponsorship. Positive Candor got a membership. Connie clearly got a membership. Clifton 3D got a membership. Thank you so very much, Daryl the Derelict. Welcome to the Viking Horde. We are sending out the horses this morning because, oh, hell yeah. Welcome to Valhalla. Skull! Shom's like, off to the Monday meeting. See you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday, brother. Thank you for being here. A Zombie Box review with a 5-pound super chat. Uncle Floyd's Breathless Sauce. Coming to a store near you.
Excellent. That'll go well on my... No, I don't get anything because I'm just a stupid Canadian from Canada. See, I can throw myself under the bus. I don't give a shit. If you can't poke fun at yourself once in a while, then...
Get your Rodney King Red Hot Polkas now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ZBR, brother. This one's just for you, Skull. Oh yeah, Dega's like, oh. Ironcaster's saying that. Oh.
Sorry. I want to point this out. You and the people in chat, you type a hell of a lot better than the shit we see nowadays. At least you guys can form proper sentences.
I don't know what the hell you just said. I really don't. Ironcaster, what's up, brother? He says that better not be seasoned with fentanyl. Yeah, no. Canada is
Canada.
No.
It's Are we going ghetto now? Is that how we do it?
Dean, what's up, brother? He says the only problem I really have in Canada is their beer. Their beer really sucks.
Dean, what brand were you drinking? Because if you think it sucks, maybe you're just used to drinking that sheep's piss you call lager down there. We like our Bruce. Hey, you know what? You want to fire the shots? I'll fire the shots back.
I wouldn't mess with Dean.
I was legit asking. What brand were you drinking?
He's got like Hammer Hand Hawks.
There's a lot of brands up here that can steer you wrong if you don't really know what to look for.
Marine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's things you don't do.
There's a lot of things that I will do. Labatt is not good. Yeah, Labatt has kind of fallen off that wagon. Yeah, it really depends.
It all tastes like piss to me. It's all piss. It's all fucking camel piss.
It's not for everybody.
It all tastes like ass.
Yeah. Beer fight.
Beer bath.
Make sure we're using light beer. You don't want to waste the good shit on that.
Poutine is overrated.
Again, it depends where you get it. It's got to be made properly. Because they're very easy to screw up and just do wrong.
I think Shum's gone. Shum went to a meeting.
He's out.
He's out. He's out of the house. I think the fence guy just left. I think the fence guy just left because I got a text.
See you, fence guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thanks for showing up.
You hosers.
You hoosers. Take off, eh? Yeah.
But what are you proud of? Seriously, what are you proud of? What did you grow up being proud of that now is like, no, you can't be proud of that anymore?
You know, it's interesting because you could go back and look at our very first prime minister, Sir John A. Macdonald, who was a tough as nails, drinking, borderline alcoholic son of a bitch. But when he went to his little meetings and brought the hammer down, said, nope, you want to talk shit to me, bro? I'll bust your chops, because he was tough. He knew exactly what he was talking about. He knew what was best at given the current time we were, not me, but the current time they were living in. He was a straight shooter. But I mean, if they were to teach that nowadays, they might change a few things. Who knows? But we had a lot to be proud of. Not so much anymore by the way things are going.
What's the little stores that you could go in and get donuts and everything was made fresh? And
we had
trying to remember the name of those.
Well, we
coffee,
had a lot of
badass coffee, donuts.
Yeah, we had, well, I mean, Tim Hortons is still here.
Yeah, Hortons.
Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Even that is a shell of its former self, because it's all frozen crap now. Fucking employees can't get your orders right. God forbid you get stuck at a drive-through during rush hour, because holy shit, there goes $4 you never get back, and probably 10 minutes out of your day. And the coffee is stupidly expensive for what you're getting, because it's
like
it's
Starbucks.
Just not, it's just not quality anymore. But back in the day, Tim Hortons was the place to go. We also had places around here called Country Style. It was the exact same thing. You go in, you smell the coffee brewing, you smell the donuts baking, you smell the cookies being baked. You smelled all of that fresh stuff, and it was a little tiny adventure. You go there in the morning and you smell all that stuff brewing, and you're like, oh, what am I going to get today? What am I going to get today? That's awesome. That stolen land acknowledgement pisses me off for you, Zero. The land of Gordie Howe and Billy Bishop is being brought low by low T leaders. Yeah. You talk about Gordie Howe around here. Oh my God. It's like, you know what? You can do whatever you want, but if you start fucking with our hockey icons, we're going to go crazy like we do in wartime.
Okay. How do we turn this around? Because I mean, you got rid of diddly dipshit, but you got another diddly dipshit. We got rid of our diddly dipshit, and we got a different dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
a little bit out there.
Here's the deal. I am proud to be an American. I should be proud to be an American. You should be proud to be a Canadian. Okay, you should take pride in that. You should also have a leader that takes pride in that. Not that apologizes for what your country used to do, but looks forward to what your country is going to do in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. That should not be a crime. That should not be something that we should be afraid of doing. We should embrace that and take it and run with it and be proud to be where we are from and take pride in that. I have no problem if Zero is like, hey, Canada needs to worry about Canada first. Fuck yes, it does. America needs to worry about America first. If you're in another part of the world, worry about yourselves first. By God, there's nothing wrong with pride in where you come from and what your situation is. But you need to be constantly looking at how do we better that situation? How do we fight to make that situation better? How do we make that situation better for our people instead of erasing what was and just acting like it never happened?
Mm-hmm.
How do we take that step forward without everybody acting like it's a fucking crime?
Yeah. Well, our friend Snowdub, shout out. He used to say all the time, he said it a lot this year, you need to make these things too big to rig. You gotta do, yep, you gotta do whatever you can to get the power back in your hands, into the hands of the people, that help shape your leaders, because your leaders work for those people. Their number one job, we've said this a million times, their number one job is to serve the people of their country. If that means putting them first, putting their entire country first, yeah, that's what you should do. If you piss off a few people along the way, well, that's politics for you. But in the grand scheme of things, you have to do what you have to do to make your country better and to make it thrive and to be a prosperous, free land for everybody who came before us and helped build the places that got us where we are today. There is no shame in being prideful of that. There is no shame in being prideful of who you are, fighting for your independence, for your freedom, how you work for a living, your families, all of that. You should be proud of that and be proud to take a stand when someone says you shouldn't be proud of that. Tell them to F off and go live a day in the real world like the rest of us do.
And on that note, Zero, are you getting your ass to Texas? Are you coming to Texas in October?
I was ranting and raving. I didn't even see that, Daryl. If you come to the Valhalla meetup on October 0, I will take you to feast on a proper Southern restaurant, all homemade. I'm still proud to be a Texan first, American second. Hey, you know what? I would be one of those guys that says, I would love a good Southern meal. And I know I can't get that up here because we just don't know how to do it. So hell yeah, if I can get my ass down to Texas.
October 24th, October 25th, October 26th will be Valhalla Con. I think we're getting there on Thursday, which is the 23rd, but nobody else has to do that. If you want to come in Thursday, you can. If you want to do Friday, I know we're going to do an arcade. We're going to do a bonfire at Daryl's. We're going to do some running around, looking at game stores. This is 2 months away. Remember, October 24th, 25th, and 26th of this year, we will be in the DFW area hanging out with Daryl the Derelict and some crazy, crazy ladies having a really good time. Hopefully, Zero can make it and get his ass down to Texas finally to hang out with Loki in person for the first time. God help me, that would be really cool.
So we can do our predator handshake. If it happens, it'll happen. I do want to point this out. The Canadian Corps actions during World War I is epic warrior material. Thank you. When they broomed Don Cherry for telling people to wear a poppy, that pissed me off, and I will declare Canadian beer sucks. Hey, you know what? That's cool. That's cool. I know our brews aren't for everybody. We're just kind of used to it because it's bitter and strong, kind of like we are now. But yeah, I mean,
would love to see you, ZBR.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, epic war material. Yeah, we went crazy back then during wartime. We were nuts. We were the psychopaths. Yeah, the Don Cherry thing, that pissed a lot of Canadians off because that was, again, taking away what helped make a piece of our country great, and they wanted that gone. Why? Because we voted that liberal bullshit in and we had to listen to it. Well, you know what? We got to do better. So be proud of who you are. Enjoy it. There is no shame in that. And enjoy your pancakes with syrup.
And yeah, enjoy your pancakes with syrup. On that note, we're going to get out of here. I have got a doctor's appointment coming up in 45 minutes. I've got to make sure the fence is done and they didn't do any stupid bullshit. And then I'm going to get Loki will represent me at Valhalla Con. Oh, Adega, brother, you will be there in spirit with all of us. We love you. We miss you. Dude, wish you could be there. I know you can't, but I wish you could. I should be able to make Valhalla Con that weekend. My National Guard drill is the weekend before that. Hell yeah, dude. Would love to see you, brother. Love to see you again. Classic. So many people I can't wait to see. I hope DJ can make it. DJ Ronnie G. is a possible. I don't think Snowdub's going to make it, but I think we're going to have a meetup, like just me and him before that. And of course, we'll get some pictures and some video and us hanging out doing something. But we're going to get out of here, guys. Have a kick-ass Monday. That's something you gotta fucking keep doing, is keep having those good days this week. Keep having those good days next week. Keep believing that things are going to change, and you know what? They will. Guys, be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend Anner. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great one. I think the show went well. I really do. I think the show
It was
went
hot.
well. It was hot. It was damn hot.
It was damn hot.
Damn hot. A little cross-pot cooking.
Woo.
Oh, yeah. A word from our sponsor.
This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.